Good morning, everyone. This is Brian Beamish, the CR investor, Canadian rational investor, coming to you on Tuesday, June 17th, June 17th, 2014, with our 5-minute BTC summary. I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet because I did a marathon session for you yesterday. So let's get right to the charts and get analyzing. As you can see on the screen, this is our handy dandy 4-hour BTC chart we've been looking at for the past little while. It's getting pretty busy with all of these notes that we've been posting over the past week or two. And I suppose, right off the bat, we should just keep everything in perspective. As well, actually, today what I thought I'd do is I'd also include, here is the year-to-date chart, and I made reference to this a couple times in recent videos as well, so I'm going to sort of flip back and forth between these two. Long and short of all this is our year-to-date chart. This is our January highs. These are our April lows. This was the 50% level. William Gann, if you want to do some research on him, excellent technician back from the Great Depression days. He's a huge believer in the 50% rule, and sure enough, that's basically where the market went. That was 567.50. And as you can see, we got up into the 667.50, beg your pardon. And we got up into the 670s, and we slowly rolled over, and we put in this nasty top within a top right now. I also, on this larger time frame, I've drawn the fibs off of the original low there at 340, and some interesting things jumped out at me there. If we zoom this in, off of this 340 low, you see that the 38.2, or what I call my first stop target, that's basically exactly where the market came down to. Isn't that remarkable how that happens? So there's 38.2, stab down below it. Watch out, open orders on BTC can be a bit of a monster. As well, we had this old high here, which was 547, and we had the 200 SMA. So I think I remember I sort of commented that one of my recent videos that I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some action in here. If we draw the fibs off of this low, this inverted head and shoulders low at 419, you can see that this move was so dramatic that it actually just briefly came down and kissed the 61.8 off of that low. Me personally, I don't think that this is enough for me to say, all right, this topping pattern is finished and now we're going to make a new bull leg higher. It isn't enough for me to justify a new position, but I can see a number of reasons why it trades set up here. We can see we had a little bit of a bullish momentum divergence right here in our raw MACD indicator. You see higher lows and higher highs versus lower highs and lower lows. Willie briefly didn't necessarily get stupid there, but a nice wide double bottom. So, I'll put it all together. I don't think it's a big surprise that we saw that the market pivoted there. As I said, 38.2, pretty powerful stuff. There's that bull divergence. You can see a little bit in focus. And so the question is, okay, if this is the bottom, then where are we going to bounce back to? And if we draw, just nice simple fib off of the high, I think this was 480, what was this high, 485? Yep, 485, and this low was 422.15, and we've talked about the fact that Bitcoin loves to pivot on big fat round numbers. So I'm wondering whether this 0.15 level is a real bottom or not, but that's still up in the air at the moment. So, if we just draw a nice simple fib off of these recent trading range, 485 the high, and 5. What is this? 5. What number is that? 522.15. Is that what that says? Yeah, 522.15. Zub. I'll just change that. 522.15. Then you can see 38.2 right here. We had the initial bounce right back to that point. We put in a double bottom off of that point. So my hunch is we're probably going to head up into this OTE short sweet spot up here. You also notice too, we seem to have a bit of a support resistance line here, 637.01. And our box is the OTE, would be right in there. So let's keep an eye on price action for a rally up into here, 622 to 650. And what I basically said at the end of my commentary yesterday was that, we're pretty much just in a nice little trading range right at the moment. I don't think you can infer either a bullish or bearish setup right just yet. On the lower time frames, I was a bit concerned that at this point here, if we go look at the 1 hour chart, here we are. When we got up into this point up here, you can see that the Willie indicator got quite stupid there. So obviously purchases at that level, maybe not the best idea. As well, we had a little bit of a bearish momentum divergence that built on this move to new highs. So as a result, I sort of left off yesterday's commentary saying that, yeah, we are still moving higher. Looks like we want to get up into this OTE, but things are looking awfully nosebleedy here. Maybe we need to clean things up, and that's basically exactly what's happened, right? So for the past, since I produced this, I produced a video yesterday, we have basically a trading range here. So boom, boom. If you're a nice simple trader, you either want to go long on a break above this 610 area or whatever that high is. That high was 608.89. Is that right? Somewhere up in that neighborhood. And you want to go short on a move below this one, 587. So basically, that's about a $20, $25 price range. You can see that if we do break out through the top here, we've got this trend line that we're dealing with. We got the 200 SMA. And as I sort of conjectured here, I wouldn't be surprised if we have a nice pop up into the OTE and then a topping out pattern. So that is a definite possibility. The long and short of it here for a guy like me is I really only want to concentrate on really juicy setups here. I mean, I don't have to trade. And really, if you're not forced to trade, then don't trade. So, when I look at this, I say, okay, this, you could argue this is a bullish bot setup, and we could probably come up with the fibs on that fairly quickly. Maybe I'll do that for tomorrow's video. But you can see that it projects up into here. But what interesting criteria for the bot is we need to have at least a 33% correction. We haven't even gotten that yet. So message for the day, I think basically we had a nice dead cat bounce off a panic low. We're consolidating right now. This is the 4-hour chart. So we've been consolidating 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, let's call it 36 hours, somewhere in that neighborhood. We are going to break out, there's no doubt about it. We may break out down, we may break out up. Really tough to say right at the moment. My hunch is we still need to satisfy this OTE. And as I said here on my commentary off of the bottom, had you taken the trade at the bottom, your target should still be up in this neighborhood up here. In the video yesterday, we talked a bit about the hammer and the fractal pattern down here, and then the double bottom. Does it make sense to do new purchases right here at the moment? I mean, I'm still on the fence here. For you lower time frame traders, I suppose there is a setup here. But for heaven's sake, just obey these two channel lines. If we do break out higher, that's great. There's no reason not to take the trade. And if you want to drill down, I suppose we have a little 15-minute double bottom you could have played here. But respect the stops. If we break down back below the bottom of this trading range, my inclination is I don't really want to be in this long trade. And as I said before, these kind of moves, they just don't represent enough profit potential for me. to justify taking the trade, considering the small number of coins that I have personally. But having said that, if this did set up and this was in your trading plan, I have no problem whatsoever you taking the trades. But when these A, B, C, D targets are hit, for heaven's sakes, take profits. All right, so that's today's summary, just nice and short and sweet. Hopefully I kept it under 10 minutes. I'm trying to better to get these things shorter for you. But that's my thoughts, and have yourselves a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.